Hello.
Hi, Jarrod. Oh no, here comes the cat. Oh, I don't get her. I had a huge Doberman up until recently, and he would climb all over me. And this cat, like, she runs up like she's happy to see me, but then when I touch her, she's like, "Rear," you know? It's like, well, don't pretend you're excited to see me. No, no, get out of here.
Cats play mind games.
She's a little
That's why they're
bitch,
fun.
a little biatch.
They're more. I think they're more fun than dogs. But
Oh,
Cats are more cerebral. You have to kind of like win a cat.
oh yeah,
you know?
because he always called my dog Rocco.
Well, he is a big dummy.
He wasn't a dumb. He was like the smartest dog ever. He gave.
That
He knew
says
how to-
something about dogs more than it says anything
was
about.
that like a big contest in Florida? The smartest dog ever.
Well,
So Lily is way smarter than what Rocco was.
Lily.
How would you grade a pet's smartness? What would you do to have a contest for how smart a pet is?
Well, they can't like take the SAT or anything, but I mean, he just picked
Multiple
up
choice,
things
probably.
quickly. Rocco sit. He sat like the second time we told him to sit, and then I taught him to give hugs.
Brilliant.
Ever seen a dog hug before? Like arms
So
up.
sitting and hugs, and then you're
You're the smartest dog in the world.
on
Genius.
Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Ed always says I treated them better than our kids. Treated Rocco better than our kids. So
So how did that happen? Like, what did you do that was better? Like
I-
fed? Like did dog get to eat steak and your kids had to eat
pretty much, yeah.
dog food? Or?
Like there was a crock pot of organic chicken and sweet potatoes and stuff, and Dylan came in. It was for Rocco. And Dylan came in and opened the lid, and I go, "Get out! That's for the dog. Get out of there."
You can have a hot pocket. So you have the smartest dog alive, but the very special
The
children.
most neglected children.
Yeah, maybe that
They
made
did.
them stronger.
They prefer wet food, both of them.
I actually I have a story about like sort of like this. Would be a
Sisk
leader.
story.
Wow, I like it. I should
He's a
introduce.
listener.
I should introduce the show. So I mean, we're
Yeah.
already recording here, so we should get.
So do you actually like? Do we go quiet and we get dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, all around the world? You can hear them,
That-
or does that go in after?
Well, he hasn't said. Usually, I do that when it leads into him saying Friday night in the Mag Room. But
Do you all want to say it? Brother sister combo?
no.
Special night in the Mag Room?
Or maybe Lori might
Mark and
want to.
Lori.
That's funny you said brother sister combo, because one of the things I wrote down about Mark is that he hates when we're together and people mistake us for a couple.
Wow.
It's weird that I don't like
It's
when that
happened more
happens,
than
right? So weird.
That weird you out when people think you're married to your
No,
sister.
no. We don't. We're not judging. It's
I know.
that
We had-
has happened before.
We had
Yeah.
Connor in a stroller, and we were in a store, and this lady's like, "Oh, your son's gorgeous." Like, "Oh, no, he's my brother." And she's like, "Well, yeah, okay, no judgment."
Wow.
Are you guys from? Are you from Brantford?
Wow, we're losing all our Brantford.
I don't know. What's a Connecticut town where it's hillbilly?
I don't know.
There are no hillbillies in Connecticut.
All right, so we'll introduce. All right, so Sunday night, Mag Room.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag Room. Mag Room. The Mag Room. The Mag Room.
Special guest one. Lori.
Am I not usually on the show?
No. Mark's sister Lori is here tonight, finally, to get to react to all the
Resurrect my reputation as a
Yes,
good
it's been-
gift giver.
All 40 listeners that we have question.
That damn candle, like a goddamn candle, is the death of me.
I wanted to ask Mark a question first, though, because Mark
What's that, Jarrod?
texted me. You texted me earlier this week that you ran over a panther, and then
Yeah.
I was telling my wife about it, and she had the reaction, I guess, that I should have, like that there was a panther and that you hit it with your car. Is that just a regular thing that they're just
No, it's the
panthers
first time
running
I've-
through the streets?
Or yeah, if you're going west from where I work,
Only west?
yeah, because east you're going into town.
You
there's
actually ran over.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I felt bad.
Oh,
I hit a panther.
So that's
I'm not-
that's like a deer in Connecticut.
yeah, probably.
Do
There's
they
a
ever
few things-
attack anybody? Panthers, I think of as
They'll attack your pets. They wouldn't normally attack you.
okay. I just think of them as ferocious. They're like a tiger, right?
Not that big.
All right.
Not as big as a tiger.
Did it wreck your car?
No, it didn't do anything.
You have a big truck.
No, I just have a regular old truck, but yeah, it's that's how small they are. I just ran it over.
All right.
Out in the farms?
Yeah. I was going towards Indian Town. But you see those, you see gators, you see, I mean, on this road, you see those, you see gators, you see wild boars all the time.
So alligators you have to be worried about. Not in your car, but
Not
if you were
really.
walking around, no?
They're not that big. See, that's, if you don't live here, before I lived here, I always kind of thought crocodiles and alligators were basically the same thing and they'd both kill you. Alligators really aren't quite as big as crocodiles, and they will attack humans, but they usually won't. You don't have to be that scared of alligators. You have to be wicked scared of crocodiles. Yeah.
And how do you tell the difference? They're like nose, right?
And the fact you'd have to be in either Australia or Africa to see a crocodile, and as long as you're down here, yeah.
So there's no one.
Yeah,
in
crocodiles
Florida
have longer, pointier noses.
There's no one in Florida who's captured crocodiles and has them at their house.
I'm sure there's a few crocodiles on Florida.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe don't get too.
By the way, I disagree. I couldn't disagree more. Alligators are terrifying.
Okay.
And you're supposed to run.
Well, yeah, you are probably talking to the wrong
s-
person.
If you see one, you're supposed to run zigzag because their eyes are on either side of their head, so they can't. If you're zigzag, you'll get them all confused.
So they can't process that, like you're just in a different eye each time. Who told you to run zigzag? Was that from
An alligator.
who's dressed up as a
like,
human?
I'm gonna get
Hello
you if
there.
you don't run zigzag. You better start running zigzag or I'm gonna kill you. No, it's common knowledge that you have to run zigzag.
I see.
Just like
So common.
if you see a bear, maybe you can really. I heard that you're supposed to like puff out your chest.
You just walk away slowly sideways
But you're supposed
and don't zigzag.
Why sideways?
I don't know, because if you run,
I would say you're supposed to make
if you
yourself
go
seem
backwards,
bigger, right?
they think you're running away from it. If you go forward, they think you're running at it. There is a lot of bears here, though.
well, my
Yeah.
friend Christy just sent me a video. Christy, who you have a connection to,
Yes, lived on the block, grew up where my wife lived.
Pine Street, right? Is it
Yeah, Pine Street.
Yeah, I
Next
remember
house
it well.
over. Her parents still, my wife's parents still live there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I always loved that house. We had some good times there. But she lives in Torrington now, and she sent me a video of they have a bear that, I don't know if it's the same bear, but
Oh, yeah, you sent this to me too, didn't you? Maybe
and
a
she was
picture of it?
yelling at it. She's like, he's on the ring camera. She goes, "Go away, bear!" And he like looked up, and then he walked away. So I don't think you have to puff out your chest. You just have to have a
That's it.
reasonable look. Bear, come on, go away. You're making
Yeah,
it.
they end up there in people's houses. They get pretty smart. I don't think you want to mess with them.
No, I
But if you
wouldn't.
do, puff your chest out.
Chest. I think you're supposed to make yourself look big.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gets close.
I think
So
that's
you put
a
your coat over your head.
It's a pretty
That's what we
good
had with the
rule of thumb with
monkeys last week.
with animals.
Just
Yeah,
try to make yourself look like you're.
Now Lori's 4'8" or something like that, so it's gonna be most bears aren't gonna be intimidated.
So wait,
I'm in
what's that 5'3" thing with a coat? What's going on?
Yeah.
If I'm in Connecticut,
pink
I would-
sandals.
Are we supposed to be scared of that? I did have there was a story I found though that said this was from this isn't a Sisk story yet.
Wait, what
verbal-
constitutes when does something become a Sisk story? I don't know that I've ever.
This is an intro story.
I didn't even know we had that. I don't know.
Yeah,
there was
we got a
differentiation.
different thing. Well, big time. Rolling it out for the big guest. Verbal insults can have a harsh effect on people, leaving them disheartened. Scientists recently studied how an affront impacts individuals
Why do scientists need to study this?
and evokes a negative emotion as part of the study. It was concluded that a verbal insult is akin to receiving a small slap in the face while
So
studying
stupid.
the reactions of participants. That's what I was bringing this up because of the birthday stuff. Do you feel like that was like a small slap in the face, our verbal insults about, because you wanted to respond
His verbal insults.
to
I
the
didn't
candles, to Mark sort of making fun of your candle birthday gift and your ice
We'll
cube.
go back.
Without any
roll
liquor.
the tape back, Lori. You heard it. It wasn't me.
It wasn't you. And I can't really call that an insult because it couldn't be further from the truth. Like I am so confident in my gift giving that it was just like, I feel that I need to make Jarrod understand what great gifts I give. There was some thought in the candle. It wasn't like I went to Marshall's and like, oh, let me go to the candle row.
No, you were watching TV and it came up on the TV.
No, it was on my Instagram and it was March. And I was like, well, this is great. Right. This is fantastic. I did write down a few. When Mark was in college, in the dormitory, did you see his Elvis blow-up chair that I got at Spencer?
I do not remember that. Did you get that? Did you take that out, Mark, at all? I don't remember.
I don't remember if I brought it to school or not.
Do you remember the chair?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
The blow-up Elvis chair.
Yeah.
I don't know if that made it to college, Mark.
I don't know that it did either. I can't remember if it might have. That might be on me, Lord. That might be my bad.
That's still in your closet.
That was such a cool gift.
It really was.
Mark, what was cool about it?
Oh, you could sit in it. You could blow it up.
How many people have a blow up?
Didn't you have to blow it up to sit in it?
Deflate it? Yeah, but you guys, what you could do with it. You could sit in it. You could blow it up. You could deflate it.
So part of the fun would be blowing it up.
Blowing it up, yeah. Get a little lightheaded. It's fun.
It had Elvis and all different.
And it had Elvis
poses.
and all. Yeah,
so you sat in Elvis's lap?
No,
it
wasn't
sat on
like a big picture of a collage of pictures of Elvis in different dancing poses. It made no sense, Jarrod. There was no rhyme or reason to
great about it.
And are you a big Elvis fan?
No, not really.
Okay, so Golden Goose sneakers.
What does that mean?
Cool. They're like high-end, cool sneakers.
All right, you love sneakers.
I get lots of compliments on them when I wear them, yes.
All sorts of custom jewelry. I don't know if you know Mark has a jewelry thing, right?
Do you wear a lot of jewelry, Mark?
No, but when I do, it's always stuff that Lori's given me. Like if I go out, if I'm doing something.
I don't know if I've ever seen you wear jewelry, but we don't hang out that much. I didn't know maybe you have a thing.
Yeah, it's more if you're more like a
jewelry guy.
If you're going out, if I'm going out with somebody or like I'm going to a nice place, I'll wear like something.
So we never go to a nice place. That's what you're saying.
That's
all I'm saying is next time we go down, I want to go out to a nice dinner where you put on some jewelry.
Done. Lori's definitely given me a little more style since I've moved here.
That's I mean, for both of us, that probably wasn't hard, but that's very helpful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 55 on Saturday, so
all right.
I'm not pretending anything anymore. It's birthday week. I'm throwing it all out there.
Mark, did you get a present for Lori?
Of course I did.
All right.
So perhaps the best gift I ever got, Mark, was a cameo from Dan Finnerty of the Dan Band for Christmas.
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Did I not send that to you, Jarrod?
You didn't.
Do you remember the guy in Old School who the band was singing at the wedding?
Mm-hmm.
Never know.
Yeah, he's in Wedding Crashers too, right?
So he's been in a few things. He sang me a Christmas greeting sort of thing. So I have a message.
F-bomb in it?
Oh yeah.
25 times.
It was really funny. And it was one of I think it might have been kind of the best gift one of the best gifts I've ever gotten in my life.
Mark does good gifts too. Like my kids, his nephews are always like, I can't wait to see what Uncle Mark gives me for Christmas this year. Cause it's always something crazy.
I like that you all buy gifts though. I do. I know I was making fun of the candle and that may continue to happen, but that you just buy gifts. Like I think my family a lot just says, hey, what do you want? Or you get a gift card or something. It's stupid. And so with my sister, we made a rule like you guys. I'm like, we got to buy something. Doesn't matter what
fun.
it is.
Yeah.
It's fun to pick out something.
Spend $40 and think of something interesting.
Lori spends like $1,200. But yeah, that's the idea.
Do you want to tee up the Sisk stories again? I liked when you did it.
Sisk story.
It was going to be Dear Muga, but it could be Dear Muga and Lori. And I was trying to come up with a name for it together, but Dear
Luga.
Loogie. I'm going to I'm going to do the question, and you all have to respond. You're with advice.
The best part about this is I guarantee you, Mark and I will have
used to be married, so you can talk about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Dear Loogie, I've been married to my husband for 10 years. We have a 5-year-old son. My husband is fantastic. However,
but
he takes zero interest in what is going on in my life. He never asks me how my
So is
day
he really that
is
fantastic?
or wants additional details about anything, even if he knows that something important is going on. I have expressed this frustration multiple times, and he may ask once, but he'll never ask again. I will ask him about his day, and he always says, the usual. How can I get him to care about what is going on in my life? Bewildered. All right, so what does bewildered do here? What do you think?
Do more interesting things than you're currently doing, bewildered.
So you think it's just boring? They're doing boring?
I'm guessing her life is boring. If she came back and was like, I joined the Space Force this week and I'm going to Zargon to battle. I think
she has to surprise him with shit.
Yeah, just start
like
leading
all of
more
a sudden, like, hey, I slept with my boss today. Good to see you.
What?
I wasn't saying that. No, I wouldn't say do that. I'd just say do lots more interesting stuff. Like she probably just goes to work and.
So you think she's just like blah blah blah, and he doesn't want to hear?
She should get her gun license or something like that.
That's the thing. She said, "Hey, I have a gun now."
Maybe that alone would make him start listening more. So I'm going to take my concealed carry class, and then one day show him the gun that you got. Just be like, and then the next day just tell your stupid stories
so
about.
Nice, I love it.
All right, well, what's your advice, Laura? I say get a gun.
I don't know what.
Get a gun or join the Space Force is my advice.
Join the Space Force and get a gun.
That's your advice? Join the Space Force and get a gun.
Or get a gun. You don't have to do both.
Oh, just one or the other.
If you were interesting, your husband would find, I think she's probably boring. So I think she needs to start getting some more excitement in her life. So join the Space Force or get a gun.
Well, first of all, that's, Jarrod is referencing the 40 listeners. That's a hell of a way to win your listeners over by telling them they're boring. I mean, that's not,
only one of them. That's only one of them, though.
That's not the right approach.
We made fun of you a bunch, and you actually came on.
See,
you appear, you're on our show now.
I know. Those little slaps in the face don't bother me.
It's true. That's the kind of listeners we want.
But I think, why would you wait for him to ask? Like, when he comes
so you're
home,
just saying, go at him.
You just give it to him, Guess what I did today? I did the most amazing thing today.
I joined the Space Force. Take both of our advices.
Mark, you used to be married, and Lori, you're married. Do you just share? What do you do? How do you share with your spouses?
Lori's probably the right one.
What was yours
like,
Mark? Did you share things?
No,
did you
I don't
share your feelings?
Things. No, I don't even have feelings.
Mark, why don't you care about me?
I don't know, because you're not in the Space Force anymore.
I always wanted to marry someone who was in the Space Force. Bewildered? Maybe he doesn't know what to ask. Just share up front, and then he'll ask questions like...
Do you share everything with your significant other? Would you say you've shared everything?
Me?
Or are there some things that are secrets?
I don't have any secrets.
No secrets at all, Lori?
What?
Well, I have an article about secrets. That's the number 2 story. The Sisk.
Do tell, Jarrod. Right. Do tell.
Would you like to do it? Can you do another Sisk story? Oh, that's a good one. This article is actually called "Do Secrets Hurt Your Well-Being?" This is from...
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry. So there's a lot to read here. So I'm going to read. You interrupt if you'd like to respond at any point. Everyone keeps secrets at least occasionally. That's because we all have inner thoughts and feelings that are either not worth sharing with others or would hurt us or another person if they were revealed. But does keeping secrets come at a cost to our well-being? Researcher Michael Schleppian, another scientist for you, Mark, author of his new book. Do you want to guess what his book is called?
Secrets.
That's close. It has secrets in it more than that.
Secrets. How secrecy affects the secret bearer.
It's close. It's called The Secret Life of Secrets. Explores this question in depth and comes up with some provocative
Sounds like an emo
answers.
band.
He uses an illustrative example from his own life. Learning as an adult that his father was not actually his biological father, to illustrate how keeping secrets can sometimes cause distress or affect our relationships in profound ways. Wouldn't that be incredible if I had your dad zoom in right now and tell you guys he wasn't your father?
And then you could sing Alive by Pearl Jam.
Nice. According to Schleppian, a secret is about yourself or something you did that you hide from one or more people purposefully, distinguishing it from something you merely want to keep private. So you have to hide it on purpose. So he surveyed 50,000 people from around the world to find out where their own secrets fit, and found 9. So there's a list. Do you all want to guess what the common sources of secrets were?
You have a wife and kids here, but you also have a wife and kids in.
So you think that's a common secret that people keep? A lot of people have multiple families.
Maybe not multiple families, but like extramarital stuff.
Infidelity is on the top list.
Okay.
I think Mark was a little too specific, probably.
How many of them are unlucky enough to have another family? I don't know, but like the infidelity.
That would seem like a lot to juggle.
All right, yeah.
In families.
I went a little too big.
Infidelity. There's 4 here. Of
Stealing.
common sources.
What about stealing?
So lies is on here, which is pretty broad.
That's for
Finances.
Lies
And romantic desire. Yeah, lies is a dumb one. I agree.
That sucks.
Secrets about finances. So does that mean you're poor, but you act like you're not?
Yeah, or like you run up a secret credit card and you don't tell your husband about it.
Oh, I've done that.
Nice. There we go.
I paid it off. But.
Least common sources were pregnancy. So I guess you can't really keep a pregnancy secret.
Why do they even have
marriage proposal, abortion, and sexual orientation.
God, this is dark.
Yeah.
It's a weird
You want
list
to
you
know what
printed
the
out.
average number of secrets held by these people was?
What? This is the dumbest thing ever. They have a specific number of how many secrets they have?
Of this 50,000 people, yeah.
I hate your studies.
No, you don't.
Yes. What value does it serve us to know how many secrets the average?
All right, well, do you want me to just
Listen,
tell you?
all these scientists.
They have
need-
6. Most people have 6.2 secrets.
The answer is 13, Mark.
Jeez, Louise, 13
Of
secrets.
Of
Gone
those
way up since
13,
1998 when I've last
how many
studied.
had they never told anyone? There's a certain number they had confided to at least
9.
one person.
Oh, I think 2 that they never, because people.
So this says 5 that they've never told anyone. So 8 that they've
So
told
stupid.
people but intended to keep from others. So like you tell someone a secret, but you don't want other people to know.
I mean, it's very hard to carry a secret around, I think.
Yeah. So
Can I
it
tell-
says one
It's
of the
not
reasons
good
we
for
keep a secret is we feel shame,
Shame.
fear we'd be
Of course.
judged if it came to light.
Can
Because
I tell a secret that happened to me this week?
If you had a secret this
Well,
week.
here's so Mark,
What?
it does say on here that one of the ways to deal with secrets is to, like any trauma, you can do journaling or you can share it on a podcast. That's one of the ways that you can get through, it says, a secret.
Or you
Okay.
dig a hole in your backyard and yell into it.
No, there you go.
Wow. That's an,
Are you really going to tell a secret that happened this week, Mark? What?
kind of thinking about it. It involves you.
No, you're not going to tell that secret. I'll kill you. I will drive to Jupiter Farms and kill you.
Wow, this was what I was gonna ask if there are secrets that you had shared with one another.
I
So
really
obviously
can't tell
that-
this.
You really can't tell that. It's horrible. I would
No,
no.
it's
Horrible.
not. No, it's not.
No,
Does it have to
Mark,
do with infidelity or finances
No.
or
No,
pregnancy?
it
or-
is. It is. I have already told a story like this on the show.
Well, I'm
Oh,
not
wow.
you, and I'm not. No, capital N-O.
Mark, I think you have to tell it.
No, you can tell you can tell Jarrod on his own, but not.
He can edit it out
There's only
later.
there really are like 20 people that listen to this
I'm
story.
not. Hear me loud and clear. We are not discussing that. I'll kill you. I will drive. I will get in the car
Can
right
you give
now.
me like a broad,
worried
like
about
what
you
it has to
killing me,
do with?
but-
Does
No.
your husband know?
No. No.
Wow.
I thought about telling him because he would laugh, but then I'd never hear the end of it. You know how Ed is. I'd never hear
Come
the end
on,
of
let
it.
me tell it. Or let
Never
him
hear
tell
the end of it?
No, I'm a 55-year-old woman. That's not girl-like
So?
at all.
Wow.
You're breaking down boundaries.
It's gonna be
You're-
even better when it's actually better if you
breaking
don't
down-
tell the imagination of what it actually is.
Absolutely not.
like it's not feminine, but it's human.
Do you feel like it's something that should be allowed to be done? But the world's just not ready for it?
Wait, what?
That makes it even funnier, Mark.
She's just saying it wasn't very ladylike, so I'm like, is it something that should be
Oh,
allowed?
that should be commonplace, or
Yeah, it should be allowed.
Yeah,
It
well,
shouldn't-
maybe.
it
I mean, it
shouldn't
would be
be
worth,
common.
People
but-
shouldn't that you shouldn't
worth
be
the
judged for
discussion.
this.
it's worth a
It shouldn't-
discussion.
It shouldn't be commonplace. It should
Let's
not be
pretend it's not about you. Let's just discuss it. Like we'll say what it is, but we'll say
So it's about one of your friends, like a friend
Yeah.
named Lonnie.
and
The
then
only-
we'll pretend that, but we'll say whether it's supposed to happen or not. I'm trying to think what else Mark has shared on this show that it could be. I mean, you shared a lot of stuff. So.
See, like I would tell Jarrod, I'd be fine with telling Jarrod, but I do not want this in the
Lord, the only people that listen to the show are either our family members or
exactly. I don't, Mark. You're out of
You
your
think
mind.
your mom and dad would be ashamed if this was
No,
shared?
I
No.
thought about telling them. They would laugh.
So Mark
so funny.
obviously laughed.
this is the best thing this is the best story that's ever happened on our show, Lori. You have to tell it.
Wow, really?
It's the funniest thing that's
What
happened
would
in
so
6
would,
months.
would
Yes.
Jay Tarsus think it was cool too?
And it's not.
It's not cool. It's horrible.
I told Jay Tarsus about it.
You did?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. That's how I got him on the show.
Oh, shut up. That's
swear
not
to
how
God.
you got him on the show.
I'll show you the emails.
So what did he
there's-
say? Was he impressed by it?
Who, Jay Tarsus?
Yeah, did he think more women should be open about this kind of secret?
Jarrod, if you knew what this was, you would stop talking like that.
What if Jarrod already did know about it?
I'd be fine with that. I'm just not gonna put it out in the
Come
in the
on.
podosphere, podcast sphere.
All right, well, each of you has to share something. Like, is there any secrets you've kept from one another?
I do have one secret in my life, and Lori's the only person I've ever told it, but I'm not
Wow.
going to tell it here. I think that's the only secret. I don't know.
Which secret is that?
You know what it is. You
It
thought I was.
doesn't have
You
to
thought
do with
when
your
I texted
sister?
you that I wanted to tell you, you thought I had cancer. You called me within like 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
you've shared it with your sister.
I shared it with her, but I can't say it here. It's too terrible. Like
Like, it's terrible, like something you did?
no. I was just a witness to a crime.
Oh, wow. That the person got caught for?
No.
Oh, wow.
There was another.
So Lori's secret is as bad as this one. That's what you're saying.
No, no.
No, hers
That's
is
what it
absolutely
seems like.
hilarious. I think I'm gonna have to say it anyway, just to
Two
just to get
secrets
it
that
out
don't
there.
get shared. You
Mark's-
could say, why don't
Mark's
you
is
say it and then you
dark.
could
Mine-
bleep it
mine
out?
is-
Mine is
just
dark as
funny.
hell. Mine
Mine's
is pitch
just
black. Lori's is absolutely hysterical. Lori, please just tell it.
I don't want it on the air.
Why?
'Cause it's
well,
horrible.
I'm
You
reading.
told
I'm-
me. You knew.
I'm
you've
reading
known me
Jay
my entire-
Tarsus's response right now. So.
Here, go ahead. What's it say?
No, I don't want to read it out loud because your sister doesn't want. So now I know what it is.
Oh, so Jarrod does know.
Well, now I do because I read the emails.
Why would you? In what context did you tell Jay Tarsus about my?
He said he
episode?
wanted to bring it up to you.
I said
My
I wanted
sister recently blanked during a work meeting, and I want to discuss it on the podcast. But she says it's too embarrassing and she'll be mad at me if I do. Should I risk the relationship with my only sibling over a great story for a podcast with an audience of 26 people?
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
I'm in the wrong room.